Hello and welcome to class. This week we will be learning, rather, you will be learning about the compound pulley system. Remember in our previous lesson, I taught you simple pulley system where we extensively learned about the fixed pulleys and movable pulleys. Well, today we'll be learning about the compound pulley system. So sit back, relax, get your writing material so you can jot down some salient points while we get started. By way of a reminder, what is a pulley? In case you have forgotten, a pulley is any simple machine that makes it easier to lift a load or change the direction of a force. To lift a load or change the direction of a force. That's a pulley. Now it is a combination of a wheel and an axle. So another name for a pulley or a simple pulley is a wheel and axle. The wheel has a groove down the center to allow a rope to run through it. Now we'll see the parts of a pulley. First we have the hook, and then we have the wheel and the axle, of course. We have the mounting bracket and we have the rope. The wheel is circular, hard plastic or metal. That means it is circular in shape. It could be made of hard plastic or metal. You can see in the picture, the round shape there is the wheel, while the axle is the horizontal piece that holds the wheel and hook in place. So the axle holds the wheel and the hook in place. So this is the wheel and the axle. Mounting brackets are made of metal and allow the pulley to be attached to a fixed location. You see that with the aid of nuts and bolts. So these are examples of mounting brackets. Then this is a hook. It is used to hold the load. Sometimes the load is attached to the rope. Then this is a rope which could be traditional, made from nylon or polyester, a rubber belt, a metal chain, or a cable. So these are parts of a pulley. We'll now look at types of pulley. I'm trying to summarize our previous lessons for those who missed it so you don't feel completely lost. Do you understand that? So we have three types: the fixed pulley, the movable pulley, and the compound pulley. And I said already that the fixed pulley is the most basic pulley. It consists of one pulley attached to a permanent location, as you can see. So the load is attached to the pulley, and on the other side, force is applied. Now, there's something to note about the fixed pulley. Usually, this load should have been lifted up. You lift a load up, right? But here, the force will be applied downwards. Yes, you can see the direction of the force is going down. So instead of pulling the force up, you are pulling it down. So the force applied is in opposite direction of the load you are carrying. Okay, so that is how it works. That is how fixed pulleys work. The effort to apply is in opposite direction of the work done. How about movable pulleys? In a movable pulley, part of the load is supported by a fixed object and the other part is supported by a person. So you see where that blue arrow is? That is where the person holds. So in this case, the person pulls upwards. So the person is pulling in the direction of the work done. Because usually you pull or you lift a load by pulling upward. So this person will be pulling upward. So it's not in opposite direction this time, but it's in the same direction as the movement. The effort is in the same direction as the movement or the work done. Alright? So in this case, it reduces the forces needed to move an object. Like in a fixed pulley just now, a load of 10 Newton requires a force of 10 newtons, but here in our movable pulley, sorry about that, in a movable pulley, a load of 50 newtons could require, I beg your pardon, an effort of say 25 newtons. Okay, so types of pulleys still, we have the compound pulley, and that is what we'll be concentrating on today. In the compound pulley, it combines both benefits of the fixed and the movable pulley. So imagine having the two pulleys together, the fixed and the movable. We have said the fixed pulley pulls object in the opposite direction, while the movable pulley pulls the object in the same direction. Now we are combining both pulleys together. So a compound pulley has a mechanical advantage, and that is why they are more effective. Alright, so they are also called the block and tackle. Another name for a compound pulley is block and tackle system. Now, what are the uses of pulleys? How important are pulleys to man? Why do we have to bother ourselves learning about pulleys? First off, sailboats use them to lift sails. This is an example of a sailboat. This standing object, this standing thing you see now is a sail. So with the aid of a pulley, you can lift the sail easily instead of having to pull. Alright, this is quite heavy or difficult to pull. Then they are used to lift heavy materials up multi-story buildings. Imagine this construction site you want to build, right? So you need a pulley to pull materials up to like the topmost floor. You cannot carry it on your head and start climbing all the staircases, and a perfect pulley that we can use to do that is a crane. So a crane is an example of a pulley. Then pulleys are used to conveniently hang and collect clothes from clothesline. Yes, you can see that pulley attached to the cloth, to that wood. This is a cloth line rather. In the next picture here, yes, you can see how by rolling the pulley, clothes that are at the far end can come to you, and you can just stand in one place and remove them from the line instead of moving from one place to the other. Okay, sometimes the cloth line can be high, and then it's difficult for you to start jumping and pulling down. But with the aid of that pulley, you can just bring down the rope, remove your clothes, take it back. It's just convenient and easy. And in case you are thinking, oh, does this kind of thing does not happen in Nigeria? It happens. People use pulleys to hang their clothes. So I hope the class was fun, like I promised. Until our next class, it's a goodbye from me to you. Stay safe.